Imagine waking up every morning surrounded by complete silence, no phone signal, no roads, no neighbors for hundreds of miles. Sounds impossible, right? But in corners of our planet that most of us will never see, people not only live, they thrive, from frozen villages buried in snow to islands lost in time. These communities defy logic, comfort, and the modern world. This isn't just travel. This is human survival in its rawest form. You won't believe people still live here. Ittoqqortoormiit, Greenland. Our journey begins in Greenland, in a village called Ittoqqortoormiit, home to just over 300 people. It's one of the most isolated settlements on Earth. The sea is frozen 9 months of the year. Supplies arrive only twice a year by ship. But the people here, they fish, they hunt. They live off the land, just like their ancestors did for centuries. During the long winter months, darkness blankets the village, yet life continues. Children sled to school, hunters brave the cold for seal and polar bear, and families gather by oil lamps to pass down Inuit stories. And this is just the beginning. La Rinconada, Peru. Now to the clouds of Peru. La Rinconada is the highest permanent settlement in the world. At over 16,700 feet, oxygen is scarce. Temperatures often dip below freezing, yet more than 30,000 people call it home. Most working in illegal gold mines under brutal conditions. There are no banks, no plumbing, no trash collection, just human will and gold fever. Despite the challenges, the town pulses with life. Open markets, makeshift schools, and churches all perched on rocky slopes. For some, it's a temporary stop. For others, it's the only home they've ever known. Oymyakon, Russia, in Siberia, cold is a way of life. Oymyakon is the coldest inhabited place on Earth, with temperatures dropping to minus 67 degrees Celsius. Cars are left running all day so they don't freeze. Children go to school even at minus 50. Life here is not easy, but for the Yakut people, it's home. And yes, Wi-Fi exists, but only sometimes. What's remarkable is how the culture adapts meat-heavy diets, fur-lined homes, and traditions that embrace resilience. Visitors often leave shock locals. They simply call it Tuesday, Supai, Arizona, USA. Most Americans have never heard of Supai. That's because you can't drive there. Deep inside the Grand Canyon, it's the most remote community in the continental United States. The mail arrives by mule. Visitors must hike 8 miles just to get there. But for the Havasupai tribe, this canyon has been home for centuries. Crystal blue waterfalls flow through red rock canyons, and the tribe guards their sacred land fiercely. Tourism sustains part of their economy, but the spirit of Supai lies in their stories, passed down beneath canyon stars. Pitcairn Island, Pacific Ocean. In the middle of the Pacific, Pitcairn Island is so isolated, it takes a week-long boat journey to reach it. Population around 50 descendants of the infamous HMS Bounty mutineers still live here. Cut off from the world. There's one school, one general store, and one satellite internet connection. If it works, islanders grow food, fish the sea, and meet weekly at a communal square, with no airport, no hospital, and limited contact with the outside world. Life here moves at the pace of the waves. Alert, Nunavut, Canada. This is the northernmost inhabited place on the planet. Alert, Canada sits just 500 miles from the North Pole. There are no families here. just a rotating crew of scientists and military personnel. But when winter sets in, the isolation is real. 6 months of darkness, sub-zero winds, and a whole lot of silence. Research and alert involves climate tracking and global communications. During polar nights, people combat isolation with strict routines and digital contact with loved ones thousands of miles away. Tristan da Cunha, South Atlantic Ocean. Over 1,500 miles from the nearest continent lies Tristan da Cunha, often called the most remote inhabited island on Earth. Fewer than 250 people live here, cut off by rough seas and limited transport. There's no airport, only one cargo ship every few months, yet the community thrives on farming, fishing, and tight-knit cooperation. Every family knows one another, and decisions are made by island-wide vote. When the sea is rough, Tristan becomes a floating world, self-reliant and deeply connected. Motuo County, China. Hidden in Tibet's eastern edge, Motuo County remained roadless until 2013. The area is so remote, residents once relied solely on ropeways and treacherous footpaths to get in and out. Landslides are common. Modern services are minimal. Yet the region is home to a rich cultural heritage, rare flora, and spiritual traditions that have remained intact for centuries. Daily life still includes long treks to market homes, built on mountain ledges, and a harmonious coexistence with the natural world. Utqiagvik, Alaska Utqiagvik, formerly known as Barrow, is the northernmost city in the United States. It's dark for 2 full months each year, and so cold that houses are built on stilts to avoid melting the permafrost. Despite the harshness, nearly 5,000 residents live here. Many of them in Inupiat, Eskimos, preserving ancient customs, hunting whales and adapting to modern life under extreme conditions. In winter, the sea ice is both a hunting ground and a wall against the outside world. It's harsh, but it's home. Longyearbyen, Svalbard, Norway. Finally, we head to Longyearbyen, a small settlement in the Arctic archipelago of Svalbard. Here it's illegal to die. Literally, bodies can't be buried due to permafrost. Temperatures swing wildly, polar bears roam nearby. And during winter, the sun doesn't rise for months. Yet people move here for adventure, for research, and for peace. A thriving expat community, a university, and even an art gallery make this frozen town unlike any other outro, from icy tundras to volcanic cliffs. These places test the limits of human endurance, but they also show something powerful. That no matter how remote, how extreme, or how harsh life finds a way, would you survive in one of these places if you enjoyed this journey? Hit subscribe for more mind-blowing destinations and let us know in the comments. Which of these places would you dare to visit? Thanks for watching Globe Gliders. Until next time, keep exploring.